You friends, and now I'm extending my video from the yesterday's position where I left. And yesterday I just introduced the idea of inheritance. I'm continuing the same. This you can take it as inheritance part 2. Inheritance, now again I'm just going to give you a brief history about inheritance. Inheritance means a technique by which the object of a class acquires the property of another class. Now, how it can be happen in simple way. Now see, I have a class, and which is called the rectangle. With the help of rectangle I am able to calculate, because the two main features of the rectangle we have, means whole property of the rectangle is based on its length and its breadth. So we can have three functions where I can calculate the area, perimeter, and its diagonal. Now just assume that I was given this a code for this is given. Now my class is inheriting, means if I just add height to this class, then what will happen? The very same thing will become cuboid or rectangular parallelepiped. So if I have the codes for this already written and I want this class cuboid to inherit the features of this class, so this will become my super class and this will become the subclass. And here you have volume, that is LBH, surface area, which is 2 times LB plus BH plus LH, and diagonal, which is under root L square plus B square plus H square. Here also you have area, that is LB, perimeter, which is 2 times L plus B, and then the diagonal, which is under root L square plus B square. So using this idea I'm just creating a class, and the name of this class will be rectangle first. Rectangle. Here this is my rectangle and it has two features, length and breadth. Remove all this stuff, and here I write this as L for length, and then private int b, this is for breadth. Now I have rectangle. Now here also I'm going to discuss about called constructor overloading. Means if I want three different type of constructors, three different type of objects. For example, suppose case number 1, where if I put the length is 0, breadth is 0, so what this will become? Point. If I put length, breadth, height all 0, this is point. This is my default constructor. If I put length is something, breadth is something, then I have 1. If I put length and breadth are all 1, single parameterized but the same value, this will become cube, this will become square, and this will become cube. So just keep this in your mind, and I'm going to create three different type of, so this is 1 and this is 2. So this one is my default parameters, which will set length to 0 and the breadth to 0. So L is 0 and B is also 0. This is my single parameterized. I'll write here int x comma int y, and this will set the L to x and B to y. So L to x and the B to y. Then I have my single constructor parameterize just one variable. What this will do, it will set both length and breadth to the same value. Length is x and breadth is also x, means this will become square definitely. Then I have certain functions I have to calculate. Then I target three functions. So first is there, just I'm copying and pasting. Control V. This one is area, and this doesn't require any argument variable because it has to work with the member variable or instance variable of the class. Same way this is also true for this, and this also has to work with the instance variables of the class. Now I call this as volume, not volume, sorry, perimeter, peri, and this one will have, this will return the value of length into breadth, so L into B. This will return me the value of 2 times L plus B, and this one will return me the value, since square root of the something can be double or not necessarily every time it's a perfect square, so I just call it diagonal, and this is going to return interesting thing, which is math dot sqrt L into L plus B into B, so L square plus B square. Now I have to import. Is it working? It has to show some error. Is it fine? Yes, it has to happen. So import java dot math dot java dot lang dot math semicolon. So I'm importing that function, and here it has to be capital M, math dot sqrt. Yes, I think I'm done here. No syntactical error, and it has been. So now I'll be working with the object of this class. I create, see, three type of constructors: first line, second line, third line. First line you can create a default constructor. Second line you can create a parameterized, double parameterized constructor that will be rectangle. And third, so three different kind of objects I can create, and this is idea of polymorphism, where the object of the same class can exist. Now here in this case, three or different forms. This is called polymorphism. Polymorphism means a property. This is actually the used term derived from chemistry, where it says that a substance can crystallizes out or three or different forms, just like carbon exists in the form of diamond, graphite, and coal, etc., in amorphous form. Same way the object can here exist in three or more different forms. You can create three different type of objects from the same class. This is called polymorphism. Means you can also say your same object will be behaving in three different ways, and just depending on the situation. This is called the polymorphism. Means one thing exhibiting different forms. Now I create one more class, and I'll call this class as Cuboid. Pay attention, friend, because this is very important. Cuboid, and here this cuboid is going to extend the class of rectangle. So what we'll do, just use the keyword extends a rectangle. Now this has only one variable, height, and now since if that class had three constructors, so this class should also have three. Not necessary that they should have equal, but if you want to create the default from here, then you should have this one. So h equal to 0, then I have to invoke the constructor of the previous class also, that is super blank. Here I take three value, int a, int b and int c, where super will take the three values, two values. So because super means by the help of super I am invoking the object of the super class, which is rectangle, so it needs two parameter, that is a and b, first two, and the third is height, which is the member of this class, so this will h will become c. So now it is done. This one takes the single parameter int x, and this will, just with the help of super, I pass a to the parent class, so, and then I'll say my height is also x, so the variable initialized. Now I work with three function, that is, so this is volume, and the volume just is length into breadth into height. So I'll call the previous class the superclass area function, that gives me L into B, and I'll multiply with h from this variable, so h into area. So now this is done. Now here I need to find the perimeter. Here I have surface area, S area, and if you're good in mathematics, then you can understand that the area of surface area of the rectangle is twice, like this, surface area of the this cuboid is twice LB, and just if you pay attention to this part and if you take height from this will become 2 times, or h times 2 into L plus B. This will be 2LH plus 2BH. It means this first two terms, and then again you have to add 2LH. So this is just like the area of LB, BH and LH. So surface area, and then you can create, so 2LH plus 2BH, and then I have 2LB. So just, that's why I always say that if you have to do good programming, you should be good in mathematics also, because it's all computation. Return twice into h into, right now twice is not needed, h into peri. So peri is giving me two values, plus area times 2 area. 2 area is 2 into LB, so this is 2 into LB, and the perimeter into height is LB to LB into H, so 2 LBH to LH, and this is 2 LB, so all the 6 faces area here is there. Now again, if you see, so how to find this diagonal, then very simply you return here math.sqrt, and then you write diag square, so I can write diag into diag plus h into h, so diag into diag. Now I think I'm done here. I need to import maths again here, import java.lang.math, lang.math. Let's see, two errors I have. One is public diagonal, it has to return type also. double, one is gone, and then it has one more here, so it has to be in a bracket. So now it's working. Oh, math.sqrt. Oh, the problem is here. Math.sqrt dag into dag plus h into h, two brackets. Math.sqrt dag into dag. Here I need this. This is not required. Math.sqrt dag into dag plus h. I think this is extra. So now it is done. One more error. Diag, I think name of this diag is not diag. Oh, diago. I change it here only. Diag. So this is compiled, and this is also you meant diago, they are saying. Double, public double diagonal. Now this has become diag now. So diag. Is it fine? Diag into diag. Oh, one bracket is extra, and then I need some. One more error is still cannot find the symbol A. Oh, it has to be X, because whatever is coming here X, that X should be there. Yes, now it's free from bug. So we go into this class, and then I see. Now I have to create the object of this. I take, sorry, I have to create the object of this class. So length is 12, 10, and then 8. So this is initialized. Now double diagonal. This is diagonal's value. This is surface area's value, and this is volume's value. Thank you very much. Just subscribe to the channel and stay tuned and keep practicing. This is very powerful tool we are discussing, and it's very important. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.